Alright guys, so I'm here in the Maldives, as you can see behind me. Most of you would have seen my post on Instagram, probably seen it already in the past. And this is my first few days being married. So I got married on Sunday, and then Monday night, 10 p.m, flew out here. Now, this is a topic I feel that I've touched on a fair bit. I feel that I've touched on this topic a fair bit with you guys. However, still people don't get it. So I'm going to bring it up again. Myself and my wife, married for maximum what? I can't even do the math because of time zones, but let's say 4 or 5 days. Maximum 4 or 5 days. Now, if I sit here and I say, me who's been married for 5 days can give advice to someone that's been married for 20 years just because I have passion and intensity of emotion and I'm on fire and all this sort of stuff, you would laugh. You would say, George, are you normal? You've been married for 5 days. What do you think? What do you think this is? You can just start teaching married couples about marriage, or you can start teaching even single people about marriage. You're not qualified. You don't know. What do you know about marriage? You've been married for a few days, and you would be completely right in saying that. Where is this going? People that come into the Christian faith, often because of their love, the love between husband and wife, that passion, that desire, you're newly married, there's a lot of passion. Same as the person coming to Christ. They have a lot of passion, a lot of zeal. They read the word. They're always reading the Bible. And maybe they look at someone else and, they've been going to church for their whole life, or they've been going to church for 10 years, and look at them, they don't do the same as me. I'm able to teach them. I'm able to tell them about it. The absurdity of someone like me married for 5 days teaching someone married for 20 years is the exact same absurdity someone that is coming into the faith, being Christian for 6 months, 1 year, that's going to go and teach people that have been in it for their whole lives. Even if you do know more, even if you somehow have understood concepts quicker than other people and learned more than them, it's not just an intellectual pursuit. It's a relationship. It gets developed over time. You need to feel the ups and the downs. You need to feel this emotional roller coaster that is the spiritual life. So of course, it's beautiful. You have strong love for God. You want to teach, but you're not qualified. You're not qualified. You cannot go out there and teach people. And to go a step further, I've got my best man at my wedding. He always says, man, I'm afraid to teach. I'm afraid to teach. Man, this guy, prayer rule off the Richter. The way he lives his life out, ridiculous. Like, I'm his best mate. Like, I'll see the worst of him. I'll see him when he's got an opportunity to gossip, when he's got an opportunity to say, man, I'm not giving him a sort of, I'm not trying to, promote him for the women out there, but listen, this will be an amazing husband for anyone. This guy's amazing. Now, what's the significance of him saying he's afraid to teach? Him saying he's afraid to teach is showing that he has the fear of God, and that he knows that if he teaches something wrong, if he, not only, maybe he teaches everything theologically correct, but if his actions, his behavior, his lifestyle, even the smallest thing, even him, maybe saying something and one of his students hears it, they're like, oh wow, he teaches us this and then he does that. What a hypocrite. I'm not going to church anymore. So he is even scared to teach others. So this is the spirit Christians have to have. And a lot of people that I know that serve, they always pray for their students. They're always fearful of saying the wrong thing. They're not saying, oh man, I teach and I know so much. No, it's out of the love of God that they do it, but it's also reverence and fear. Okay? So look, for people that want to teach, let yourself go through a journey. Don't come in 1 year, 2 years, and think that you're qualified to talk about something that is a lifetime pursuit. I've been in it for 10 years. I feel like a baby. I promise. All I've learned about myself in the spiritual life is that I'm hopeless. That's all. I've learned my weakness. And when I read the saints and they talk about that they're nothing, that people think that they're being disingenuous, that like, no, you know that you're a monk, like, you know that you live in the desert, you know you gave up all this, you're just saying this to, no, they're not, they actually believe it. They actually believe it. Maybe they haven't done anything really from our viewpoint wrong for how long, but still they feel like they need to get better. They've got so many weaknesses that they can improve on, and that's the spiritual life will do that to a person, in my opinion, and from the experience of the saints. So it's beautiful. You want to teach, it's good, but please, you're new. This isn't a joke. Take your time. Your zeal and your passion doesn't qualify you to do it. It's similar to a lot of analogies in the spiritual life, and I'll end it with this because I've got to go to dinner. A lot of analogies I get are from the gym, okay? Same situation. Think of it like this. You see some 16-year-olds. They go to the gym. They watch David Goggins. They're so like G'd up. They want to pump iron. They want to lift weights. Their intensity is there in the reps, in the sets, in the training. They train for long periods of time. They train hard. They're very frequent. They're intense. I look at them. I'm like, all right, good for you. But then I look at the 40-year-old guy, the 50-year-old guy, and am I going to listen to the 16-year-old that maybe has more passion than the 50-year-old? Maybe they have more intensity than the 50-year-old? Or am I going to go to the 50-year-old because this is a lifelong pursuit? You know, gym isn't just 16 to 18, find a missus, get fat, chill out. No, it's meant to be a lifestyle, you know? So the 50-year-old over there that's been doing it since he was 20, that's been doing it for the last 30 years, is who I want to learn from. Because he's had periods where maybe he trained, he put on maybe a certain amount of weight after 5 years, and then he had an operation, he lost like 80% of the weight. How did you put it back on? What did you do? Where did you draw in motivation? You know, there's so many experiences to learn from this person, and this 16-year-old, they've got nothing to offer. Someone new to the faith, what have they got to offer? Their passion. What have I got to offer as someone new to marriage? I love my wife and she's beautiful, and yeah, all right, that's true, but what have you gone through? What do you understand about marriage? Okay? So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this will help people that they're passionate about teaching, but you need to do it in wisdom. And of course, as an Orthodox Christian, you have to have guidance from your spiritual father. If they don't give you a blessing, don't come out here on Instagram, start quoting, you know, just these really intense quotes and attacking people with them and acting like you're retaking Constantinople. Like, relax, bro. You're 20 years old behind the screen, screenshotting and posting things. You're not winning a war. Win a war within your own soul. Work on yourself. Repent, confess, keep doing this. Find out your weakness. And then once you know your weakness, you will not be so quick to attack and to judge other people on what they're going through. You will have love, you will have patience, you will have meekness, you will have these fruits of the Spirit, okay? Please keep me and my wife in your prayers, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. And like I said in my previous one, the plan is, after this, I'm going to Macedonia for a week, and then I'll be going over to Italy for a couple of weeks, and then to Greece. And throughout this time, I want to create nice videos for you guys. Videos of monasteries, of churches, history, saints, and to learn together about these topics. Look, I'll show you around. I'll show you around real quick, just before the end of this video. Alright, so this is, I'll just show you the view. This is where I've seen a few sharks down here, little reef sharks. But yeah, we got this is the whole view that I have. And then over here, let me go to the edge, over here, I can't see because the sun's in my face, but there's other villas. Hopefully, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. But that's my view. Thank God for everything. That's the, I can climb down there, straight in the water. And I've got a little infinity pool. But I'm not even going to lie, I haven't even used it yet because I rather the salt water myself. And yep. See you guys in the next one. God bless you.